What is next for the Warriors? I mean, this team used to dominate the NBA for years, to the point where the 2016 Warriors were compared to the 95-96 Chicago Bulls. But now the question remains, can they find a way to rebuild and make one last run, or is their time at the top truly over? I mean, this team truly dominated the NBA for years. So all of this started about 10 years ago when they drafted their three key pieces, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. And in the years that followed, they completely changed how the game was played. And they also had Steve Kerr as a coach too, who further pushed the agenda of speed and shooting in a way that had never been done before. And so watching them was almost like watching a whole different version of basketball for the first time, and it was truly exciting. But then things slowly started to fall apart. Durant left the team, but honestly, he was never one of the Warriors' core members, and I think we all saw him leaving at some point anyways. But Klay Thompson started dealing with injuries, and so they struggled to maintain that top-level status. Somehow, they did come back for one more title in the 21-22 season, but that seemed like the end of their run. And then fast forward to today, Klay Thompson is in a Dallas jersey, and the Warriors are still trying to get the right pieces around Draymond and Steph. And honestly, from a distance, it seems like other teams are trying on purpose to make sure that things are not easy for Golden State. Maybe that sounds like common knowledge, but I'll explain exactly what I mean. So if we look at their attempts at trades recently, there's more happening behind the scenes that you might not be aware of. They tried to get Karl-Anthony Towns, but that trade didn't work out. They tried to get Paul George from the Clippers, but the Clippers didn't want to cooperate, and instead they let him walk in free agency. And they also made an attempt to get Lauri Markkanen, but Utah was very resistant against any offers from the Warriors. On one hand, it's easy to assume that maybe Golden State just didn't have the right assets to support their end of the trade. But Steph Curry believes there's more happening than just that. Keep in mind, this Warriors team dominated the league for such a long time, and the other NBA general managers know that. They know that the Warriors can build momentum quickly if they have the right pieces, and they know that the Warriors are always a few adjustments away from being a threat again. And so if other teams did have a player to trade, why would they entertain the Warriors? Why give Golden State any opportunity to build that momentum? And this is exactly what Steph Curry has been upset about. The fact that the Clippers would rather have Paul George in the East because having Paul George on the Warriors would only make it harder for the Clippers to rank in the West. So what does this mean for Golden State? Well, for now, they're just in a really tough spot. They don't have many trade options, and they're going up against other GMs who aren't willing to lend a hand. It's a big challenge for a team that was once the best of the best. The question now is, can they find a way to rebuild and make one last run, or is their time at the top truly over? Please be sure to like and subscribe for more updates.